this tonight, right?
Yep.
All right. Ready to share some jokes?
I'll try to.
I hope so, because Hilary's the other co-host, and I don't know how she'll do.
Oh, not well, Donnie. I'm going to stay muted.
If Rashawn's sharing jokes, then we're in for a treat tonight.
Anthony?
Oh, I see Kenneth Wallace there. What's up, Kenny? He's still in Canada? Going good? Are you glad to not be in the United States anymore? No. Especially during this.
You have plenty of room up here.
That's awesome. What are you working on now, Kenny? You're done with school, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
Nice.
At the top, you should see annotate, and then you click annotate as an option. Or you click view options, annotate, and then you click stamp, and then the heart. But yeah, there you go.
That how you put your small group number there too?
It's one life to live, so live it the best you can. It's one life to live, so live it the best you can.
Hey, Victor, what about your dad?
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine. You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And oh my, I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. So they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, eh. And when you're
Ray Aldred, thank you for gracing me with your presence.
Okay. He had a little hard time getting. He had a little hard time getting in, but I'm glad Ray. Thanks for being here, Mr. Ray Aldred.
We've got a Deanna.
About time somebody broke that silence. Oof, I was getting nervous.
Yeah. Here. Amy Phillips. Hi, Amy Phillips.
I just realized I had the YouTube stream playing. Sorry for all the feedback.
Oh, that's fine. Are we starting?
Was that you playing Dance Monkey?
I need help, Hilary. Is this time to start?
Someone's just texting me Somebody said, a few people said they're needing a password to get in, but I don't.
Okay, yeah. Maybe we can wait just a few more seconds. Yeah, Renee said some of the elders are having a hard time getting in. Like Terry LeBlanc, who's super old. So gotta wait for the old one to figure out technology. But you figure by now everyone will be pros on Zoom, right? We've all had how many meetings since home order started? Like these Zoom meetings are almost every day for some people. That's crazy.
Donnie, I've been on a bunch of Zoom meetings with you this year, but I haven't seen your face until today.
Yeah, it was first time. Only one.
I actually didn't know if you still had a face.
For this one. Only for WJEF, I'll do that.
It's still frightening in normal conditions.
Yeah, I joke around because it's like no one wants to watch me on my phone while I'm on a Zoom call because that's probably what I'm doing.
He's not paying attention.
Checking Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, especially now with the election. So that's been really. I've been staring at my phone more than I probably should. Yeah, is it? I'm waiting for my cue to get started. But Rashawn's spotlighted. So Rashawn's got to show his face. Oh, there's Rashawn. Yate.
Oh, yate.
Shikes. Ago nana.
Harmington, she.
Are you part of the watch party? You're like the only watch party, right?
Oh, no. We're doing it until tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you told everyone stay home?
Stay home.
It's really sad doing it on It's really sad doing it on Zoom because we can't kill anything. Usually before every WJF, we kill some animal to eat.
Yeah.
Yakima, we killed a deer. And for Defiance, we butchered 2 sheep, which was really fun that year. The first ever WJF was 2012, and we had butchered 2 sheep. And I was driving towards Cross Canyon where Mark used to live on the reservation. And then I think we just picked up a random guy to butcher for us because we weren't sure how to do it. So that's always a good start of a story. But we had our 3 friends from Alaska where Sylvia Shaquani's from, Brandon, Randall, and Terrence, and they're all Tlingit. And they actually came down for the conference and they helped us butcher a sheep, which was their first time. They butchered deer and moose and maybe bear. I don't know. Do you guys butcher bears, Sylvia? No. You haven't shown us how to do that when we go to Cake, Alaska. But you gotta come to Cake and I'll show you how, Donnie. Okay. Like they kill it, or do you like ride it, or what do you do with all those animals, wild animals in Alaska? But yeah, that was the first WJF. So it's kind of sad we can't get together to kill an animal to feast on. It's good stuff. So maybe next year, I don't know what that will look like for all of us to gather again. But should I get started, Hilary? I haven't heard a thumbs up or.
Yeah, I think we should get started.
Okay, I guess we'll get started since I'm already talking. So it's good to be with all of you on yet another Zoom call. Now, how many of you have done Zoom calls before? I expect everyone's hand to be raised because of the world we live in now is live virtually, literally. So young kids like my kid, my daughter is 12, and then my next one is 8. They totally understand virtual school. So our girls are actually doing school virtually, and they jumped right in, and yeah, it's amazing how quickly they adopted to this virtual life. But it's good to see most of your faces. I can only see a few on top of my screen, but so if you don't like someone, look at someone, you can just hit that right arrow, and then whole new faces come up. So you can look at who you want to look at during that time. But we are so glad you guys decided to join us this weekend. It's been a long planning, and a lot of us haven't been together in over a year, hoping to gather once again in one place. But Zoom is, the second best thing to be able to gather and to talk and to hang out and just share a lot of stories and conversation. And we can't share food, but you can show us what you're eating. I think that helps too. So as I thought about this conference and like how sad it is we can't gather together, I thought there has to be some good reasons for why, or for doing this instead of meeting in person. So as I thought about it, I thought, okay, so if we're not being face to face with somebody, that way you can't smell someone's bad breath. When we travel all day, you eat airport food, you're yelling to your friends, hurry up, the plane is leaving. So you're not, when you yell, it just makes it just builds something in your mouth that just doesn't smell good. And then you finally get to our location, you talk to your Uber driver, you ask for direction, then you finally get to the conference site, and by then it's like you're tired, and your breath is tired. So, and then you have to interact with people all the time that are like 2 feet from you. This was all before social distancing, so now you don't have to smell anyone's bad breath. So it's one good reason not to be able to meet in person. And the other one's connected to another good reason is that we don't have to travel. I don't know how many of you have traveled extensively, but the first couple flights, you go new places. It's fun and exciting, and you like waiting in line and through TSA. But the novelty wears off quick, to where just flying becomes like driving. When you first started driving in high school, you thought you were so cool, going to town, picking up burgers or whatever. And then after like the 100th time, you're just sick of driving, right? You're like, oh, I hate driving. It's always funny. My sister always makes one of her kids drive her now, so that's how much she doesn't like driving anymore. So now, instead of having to travel to this conference, you can just wake up in your pajamas and do this Zoom call. How many of you have done Zoom calls in your pajamas? You can raise your hand. Yeah, Kenny, I see your hand. Yeah, I'm sure you would do that. So we've all done that, right? Just jump out of bed, forgot you had a Zoom call, and then just sit right there and just fix everything, as high as the screen will go, and then you're good, right? Everything below you can just be wearing. Hopefully you're wearing something. Yeah, that'd be kind of weird if you didn't wear something, but that's kind of another good reason why we can do this on Zoom. And so another good reason is just, this is just how younger people communicate, through virtual and through texting. And even now, I see the text box kind of coming, people saying hi. So it's just a lot easier for younger people to be engaged, because now they're texting each other. And, if you like someone's picture, you can just send them, in a private message and ask them, what's your clan? Don't do that. But just know, if someone copies the whole chat, and then you paste it to a Word document, it actually copies and pastes everything, even the private stuff. So just be careful, just a warning, not just for this conference, but for your work. So if you're making fun of your boss, or, you're laughing at someone, someone might see it, and that's happened in college campuses. So just be careful as you text new friends or that someone. It's just a lot easier for younger people to be engaged. And we're, in a lot of ways, you older people, I'm not that old, but you older people like Kenny and Jerry Goins, you're actually stepping into their world, because this is where they're comfortable. They understand how things work, and I don't know if there's certain etiquette or ways you live on social media or live on Zoom, but that's where we are. So it's really cool to be able to join with all of us, at least on a Zoom call. So before moving on, I'll just introduce myself. So my name is Donnie Begay. I currently live here in Albuquerque. My wife lets me live with her in her house and with her 3 girls. Our girls, Natalia, Kaya, and Perry. And we've done every WJEF since the first one in 2012, and we enjoy it, and we like our work, and we like hanging out with you guys. Usually hanging out with you guys in person and not so much on Zoom, but hopefully that'll happen again next time. So for the first time this year, I'll have co-hosts this evening, and so I'm going to introduce my 2 co-hosts, who are, hopefully they're on this call, and their names are Hilary and Rashawn, and they'll probably chime in here and there wherever they are. So I am going to, this is a fun part of Zoom, if I could be made a host, I could share a video of other introductions we have from other people. So this is always the fun part, trying to figure out everything. So we didn't do a run through because that's kind of weird to do on this. So if the production team, and while they're doing that, actually, I'll introduce our production team, because I don't know if you guys knew, but we have a production team. That's how cool we are. We've kind of moved into the new realm of having a production team, and I think it's always great to acknowledge them and their hard work for what they're doing for us. So if you see on your screen, there's like, I think they say like DTS production team or whatever. So they're the ones that are behind the scenes and on setting all this up. So they did so much more. Like, did you guys see on the website that they have like Central in Eastern time? That's crazy that they even did all that. So they've taken care of a lot of details that we didn't have to. And so their names are Sarah Kim, Becca Lagenbeam. I hope I said that right. And so if you guys want, you guys can just,
I'll go to participant.
Do the
Just gonna do some live clapping, Donnie.
Yeah,
still exists out in the
yeah,
real
that's
world.
our production team. So they've done an amazing job. So if you're here tonight, it's because of them. They registered you. They sent us the link. They did the schedule and everything. So that is really cool. So I'm still waiting for hosting privileges to share.
You have it now, Donnie. You're good to go.
I don't see it, Nick. And that's Nick, by the way, his voice. So if you want to thank him now or later, that would be great.
Do you have that green share button on the bottom?
I know what that is. I see it now. So
great.
All right, so let's hear for some more introductions.
To see you.
Hi, I'm Tim. Young God's lovely Holungsay. I'm here in Wisconsin on traditional Menominee lands. My tribe, the Oneida, moved here a couple hundred years ago. This is a special spot because this is the old stone church that tribal members built and my family attended for many generations.
Hi, my name's Jikai. I'm a college student at University of Hawaii, Manoa. My major is oceanography and communications, and my tribe is Bikuen and Ainu. They are indigenous in Hokkaido, which is northern Japan, and Okinawa, which is southern Japan.
Yate Natale Begay and She Nastezi Dina and Shle Hanagahni Ebashichin Nastezi Dina and Dashiche do Tit Na Jini Dashinilla Bidi Dasinil Det Nasha.
Hi, my name is Esther Liang. My ancestors are from the Guangdong province in China with the Shunde people. Right now, I reside on the unceded territory of the Coast Salish peoples, or what they call Vancouver in Canada. Nice to meet you.
Yate Anasko, Share Rashan Monishia. Don't in the Shiniki A, a son, a kid in a position, 20 inches, Hashina Chanela, Kujitan, Kutela to the Nehisina. I am from Torreon, New Mexico, not Nijin. It is a mesa where hunters use to kill their prey.
Well, yeah, hey, Rashawn. So, Rashawn, you're on the call. Why did you mention the part about killing their prey? Is that, and you didn't specify, does that mean human prey or like animal prey?
Both.
Can you kind of clear that up?
Like, whoever we want to punish, we'll put up that mesa and push him. I mean, yeah.
Right,
but,
so,
no.
Yeah, so if you visit Rashawn, just make sure you're on your best behavior because they got a specific point where hunters kill their prey. So just be aware when you visit Rashawn. Where are you from, Rashawn, again? Torreon?
Yeah, Torreon, New Mexico, which is the eastern agency of the Navajo Nation. And if we go on the mesa, that's what we're doing. So
awesome, cool. And you work with InterVarsity, right, Rashawn?
Yeah.
Awesome. You like doing that kind of work?
It's okay. Yeah.
It's okay. I think your boss is on the phone on the call. You better say it's like really good. Like just praise your boss. Hopefully get some brownie points or a pay raise or something.
I might get a pay cut.
They're gonna kick you out of the room now. It's like, oh, Rashawn his boss kicked him out of the room. All right. So thanks, Rashawn. Thanks for being on the call too and being helping as a co-host. Not just for now, but even for afterwards. After our time tonight, we'll have a thing called My Diner. I didn't name it. I didn't have a choice. Apparently, Tim just took my name and added diner. So yeah, so we'll have that afterwards, and Rashawn and Hilary will be in there too, where you can just kind of hang out and talk about the session or just catch up with old friends. And I probably won't be there. My bedtime is pretty early as I get a little bit older. It's a little harder to stay up a little later, so I might not be there. So I'll introduce our second co-host, and I'll let her introduce herself, and she'll she'll introduce our songs or song people for tonight. So go ahead, Hilary.
All right, sure. Am I introducing elders too, Donnie, or are you going to go back and do that? Because our first song comes from an elder.
We'll do the song first. Oh, you said elders and then the singers. Yeah, so you do both.
Oh, okay. Well, hey everybody, I'm Hilary. I'm coming from Boston, Mass. I've been helping out with WJEF since 2012 on the Navajo Res with Mark Charles. Is Mark even here, Donnie, or is that guy just slacking off because he just finished up a presidential campaign?
He's helping count votes in Nevada.
Well, thank you all for being here. Those were awesome videos for those who sent some. And if you haven't sent one yet, you can still do that. Send it to WJEF@crew.org. And Donnie will throw your intro up tomorrow. But most importantly, we want to say thank you to our elders who are here with us tonight, who are going to be our wise guides through the weekend. And I'd like to start by welcoming Randy and Edith Woodley. They will be our main speakers over the course of this weekend. Yeah, let's give them a shout out. I don't know if you guys can unmute and say hi real quick. Just anyway, I don't know if there's
hi.
Hi, real quick.
Hi.
Hi, Randy.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, love the podcast.
I'm gonna go through screen by screen. Next, we've got Jay Goins, who's joining us from Connecticut. You there, Jay? He's waving. All right. We have Richard and Susie Silver-Smith. Susie was one of our amazing speakers a couple WJEFs ago in Minnesota. Very happy to have you back. Going through. Donnie, or is that guy just slacking off? Oh, is somebody saying something? Oh boy. Now I just popped onto my screen. What are you doing to me, Nicholas? All right. Is Brian John on? Okay, well, he may be coming. Terry Wildman is with us tonight.
Right here.
And
Hello.
Terry will be sharing a song with us, which I'm very excited about. But before you do that, I also believe we've got Ray Aldred on the line. Ray, say hello.
Hello.
Another one of our esteemed former speakers from the Haskell year. And
What is that? There's somebody from
is Dr. Lynette Cruz with us? She may be joining us, one of our Kanaka elders from Hawaii. And Rebecca Tanner, is she on the line? Welcome. Hello, we can't hear you.
Hello, coming to you from Syracuse.
Ah, excellent. So, did I miss anyone? And please help me out if you spot an elder that I did not honor yet.
Did I hear Syracuse?
Yes.
Hey.
Syracuse.
Anthony's coming from upstate New York.
Hilary, you forgot to
Buffalo.
So I'm going to invite one of our elders, Terry Wildman, to just open us up with some songs to just kind of invite the spirit into this time. And it's going to be a good time, a good place together, a sacred space. And Terry's going to help us lead us into that spirit. Terry has played a very special role in the community that we're all part of here with WJEF as he created the First Nations translation of parts of the Bible. And many of you were given that at the last WJEF. So Terry, I'll let you take it away with a couple songs.
Do you want me to share the screen with the words?
I don't know if you sent it to our production team.
I
Nick,
did.
can you give us
I did not
confirmation?
have to-
Yes or no?
I think it'd be great if we could see you while you sing. I don't.
Okay.
Nicholas, is it possible for the words to be up as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want? Is it all on one slide? You can present it.
It's on one. Yeah. Okay. I'll do that here. All right. I thought it would be good to start out with a song. This is one of my favorite songs. I didn't make this song or write this song. A friend of mine named Avilas from California made this song. And it's just simple, the Jesus honoring song. And I thought, what a way to start out WJEF by honoring our greatest guest, Jesus, the Messiah, or the chosen one. And we praise your holy name. We love you, Jesus, and we praise your holy name. Way ah, hey ah, way ah, way oh, way. Way ah, hey ah, way ah, way oh, way. We worship you in spirit and in truth. We worship you in spirit and in truth. Way ah, hey ah, way ah, way oh, way. Way ah, hey ah, way ah, way oh, way. Love you, Jesus, and we praise your holy name. We love you, Jesus, and we praise your holy name. Way ah, hey ah, way ah, way oh, way. Way ah, hey ah, way ah, way oh, way. We worship you in spirit and in truth. We worship you in spirit and in truth. Way ah, hey ah, way ah, way oh, hey. Way ah, hey ah, way ah, way oh, way. Way ah, hey ah, way ah, way oh, hey. Way ah, hey ah, way ah, way oh, hey. Way ah, hey ah, way ah, way oh, hey. Way ah, hey ah, way ah, way oh, hey.
Back to you. Good, bro. Got your back. All right, thank you so much, Terry Wildman. Good song for tonight to welcome our time. So we'll continue on with our protocol, a little ambience. So we're going to continue with that. And so as we gather today, we will continue our welcoming as I call on Megan Krischke, our longtime planner, design team, speaker, friend, colleague, sometimes enemy, but overall leader of Native Ivy, calling on her for the first prayer to continue our time and just to welcome all of us to this space. So go ahead, Megan.
Kweo Mataru, Megan Krischke Ajetsa, Wendat Aja Atuten. Welcome, friends. My name is Megan Murdoch Krischke. I am a member of the Wyandotte tribe of Oklahoma, also known as Wendat, and I also have Cherokee, Irish, and Scottish heritage. Thank you for coming. I know that there's like a lot of Zoom fatigue out there, and it's easy not to come when it's online. So I'm so grateful you're here, and this is like my favorite thing. This is my favorite part of my whole year. So thank you for coming to be with us. We have yet to figure out who the first people of Zoom are to know who to honor. But we honor all of you, and just join me in praying as we honor each other and the land. I also have to say I'm super thrilled because Rebecca Tanner, well, we may be related very distantly, but she is the first other Wyandotte who isn't in my immediate family to attend WJEF. So that is a thrill for me. And she jumped in last minute. Well, let me pray and offer honor. Creator, thank you. Thank you for the land that you've given us to live on. I pray that we would, as the Navajos say, that we would walk in beauty, that we would walk gently on the earth, that we would be thankful for it and care for it, and be thankful for the ways it cares for us. Pray that as we enter into this weekend, that we would honor each other, that we would hold each other's hearts gently in a tumultuous world. We pray peace over Turtle Island. We pray peace over the Pacifica Islands. And we thank you that we can come together here and to have a space where we can explore what it means to be fully Indigenous and fully followers of you. I pray that you would show your goodness to us, that you would show your power to us, and that you would help us to grow in love for you. We honor you, Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Megan, for that prayer and for just welcoming all of us to this space. So if you want to hit your reactions and put thumbs up or the clapping sign, you can do that for Megan welcoming us to this space and being able to continue. Yeah, I see some people clapping. Yeah, thank you. Hilary's not clapping, so I don't know what that means. So hopefully she doesn't get fired either. I don't think she works for Megan, but you never know. So part of that, every WJEF, we have people coming from all different nations, all different tribes, from everywhere, even the something else people. I don't know where they're from, but I think they're somewhere else. Like they came together and somehow formed, a virtual state or something that Mark talks about. So, but part of our welcoming all of you is just to recognize that different people that come from different places and different nations and different tribes and people groups. So I'm going to invite my wife, Renee Begay, to come and just read the names of the nations. And so you can put it onto Renee, and I think she has the list, and she'll just kind of read down all the people who are here and what nations they represent.
She katasunak inapka hot Renee Begay let she nahum anotikolo takoteang kakeli ko awan chale. I am from the Pueblo of Zuni. Thank you guys so much for coming this weekend and committing to this weekend and joining us. Wish I could give you guys all a hug in person. I'm going to be reading off all the Indigenous nations and who are represented and joining us this weekend. So here I go. We got Alaskan Yupik, Apache, Apsaluk, Assiniboine, Athabascan, Blackfeet, Cherokee Nation, Chippewa Cree, Choctaw, Cochiti Pueblo, Jemez Pueblo, Confederated Tribes of Warm Springs, and Kawachan or Kowichan. You guys will have to teach me how to say these if I butchered them, so sorry. Creek Nation. We got Crow, Dene, Navajo, Peepash, Muskogee Creek, Anishinaabe, Eastern Band, Cherokee, Eastern Shoshone, Fond du Lac, Ojibwe.
Hello. Hi.
Hawaiian, Samoan. We got Hopi, represented Inupiaq and Marshall Islands, Inupiaq Eskimo, Kanaka, Hawaii, Kickapoo, Paiute, Kiowa, Raramuri, Lake Traverse. Man, and I was taught how to say this, but Sisseton, Wapetan, Dakota Ayate, Oyate, Lakota, Lumbee, Métis, Mississippi Choctaw, Cherokee, Mohawk, Muskogee Creek Nation, Muskogee Creole, Native Village of Unalakleet, Hamas, Northern Arapaho, Northern Cheyenne, Oglala Lakota, Oglala Hunkpapa Lakota, Ojibwe and Yaqui, Oneida, Pasqua Yaqui, Pueblo of Zuni, Quechua, Sami, okay, so Sikangu or Sichangu, Oglala Lakota, Rosebud, Oglala Sioux Tribe, Southern Ute Indian Tribe, Pawnee Nation, Sichangu, Oglala Lakota, Southern Ute Indian Tribe, Pawnee Nation of Oklahoma, Southern Cheyenne, Swan River Cree First Nations, 3 affiliated tribes, Tlingit, Tonawanda Seneca Nation, Tuscarora, Wyandotte, White Mountain Apache, Yakama Nation, Yaqui Chumash Pima, Yellow Quill First Nation, and Yurok Wintu. And you can put in the chat if I missed anyone, but we also would like to extend a wholehearted welcome to our Swedish, Scottish, Scandinavian, Polish, German, Chinese, Black, Caucasian people's relatives. We thank you so much for being here. Our Latinx relatives, thank you so much for coming. Jakai, teach us how to say your tribes again. I heard you say it, but you said it
Ainu, and Ryukyuan or Ruchuan.
Rukian. Thank you so much. White Mountain Apache, Northern Arapaho. Yes, I hope I got everyone.
Anthony,
thank you so much.
Tonawanda Seneca.
I'm so proud of you. That was the first time I ever actually heard it said right. Oh my God.
Only because I've heard your intro a few times.
Thank you, guys. Go ahead, Donnie.
Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Renee, for that good introduction and for all the names and nations that are represented. Again, if you sent a video to introduce yourself, there's still time. It wasn't a one-time thing. We'll do some more intro videos tomorrow also. So right now we're going to move into some small group time. So you guys have a smaller group to hang out with, and I think everyone should have gotten or know their group number. So I don't know how that'll work. Our awesome production team has figured all that out. Also, there's Pawnee, Cheyenne, Ogallala, Changu, Lakota here. So thank you guys for being here and for being in this space. So thank you guys. And it's so small group time, just time to break up into small groups in Zoom. I'm assuming everyone knows what that is. Just to be able to introduce yourself to one another, and then the questions, I think they're on the screen there. What are you bringing into this space? For me, I'm bringing water and a lot of stress and a lot of Zoom fatigue. So just be able to share how you're coming into this time. How is your family? And just introductions. Be able to hang out with someone throughout the weekend. So it's not just us talking to you, but you guys get to share and talk to one another. So I don't know who's in charge of sending you off or how that's going to.
Donnie, should I put my Mark Charles background on?
There you go. So,
hold on.
Spotlight Hilary. Hillary's.
Hold on, just wait for it, guys. Wait for it. This is going to be worth it.
It's okay. People are self-filtering, so don't worry about it. We have some time. There we go. Yeah.
Guy.
Who is it? Who is it?
Yes.
Jay Goins told me earlier he thought this was creepy to have as my background. I don't know what that says about his feelings about Mark. I'll let you hash that out.
It looks like if you look behind you, you can smell his breath.
Oh yeah. I've been close to Mark, and it's not always, especially after a mutton sandwich. You don't want to be close to anybody after.
And all that Chipotle
like
on the road.
Your shoulder.
Is that a picture from Anchorage, Hilary?
It is, yeah. That's a WJEF classic right there.
Man, that was cold up there. I remember
that was a good one.
I remember that. Good memories. Good Mexican food the first night. Travel far. And
it's nice and hot up here.
They're too busy.
Oh, yeah.
They're talking to each other.
Hey, Kenny.
Creepy
Danny.
statement. Oh, wait.
Kenny there. I knew him. Tall. No, he's older than me. So thanks for joining us, Kenny.
I don't know.
How's the fishing going?
For us?
See, the problem with Alaska is it ruins fishing for everyone else because it's so amazing to fish there. And it's not the kind of fishing where you just throw a line out and wait forever. I guess you catch like huge salmon and it tastes amazing. So if you want to do that, Sylvia can be your guide. How much do you charge, Sylvia, to bring people to Cake?
Through Nations Alaska or through me personally?
Yeah, you personally. You're a tour guide, right? Fishing guide?
Yeah, $100 a person.
That's all? You have to pay your own way? You fly into Juneau, then you ferry down or fly down to Cake?
Fly down, ferry out. I think that's how it works right now with the ferry system, so yeah.
Oh, okay. That's always changing.
Yeah.
Not cool. So, all right. I think we have almost everybody back. So hopefully small group time was good for all of you. Get to introduce yourself to some maybe old or new people. Share how you're coming into this conference. And I think all of us can say we're a little, Zoom fatigue, like Megan said. So it's, at least this time is a little more fun because you get to see people we know. And I actually want to be on this on this call. Most Zoom calls, I'm like, whatever, like I'll just hide behind my screen or, do that cool thing where you take a video of yourself, pretending you look like you're interested, then you just replay that looped over and over. So then people think you're actually paying attention. So that's amazing where technology is. So, thanks for coming back from your small group. As people come in, we're gonna break pretty soon. But before that, I wanted to do some giveaways. So raise your hand if you like giveaways. I can't see everyone's hand. So giveaways are great just to be able to be inclusive to people and to win something really fun. So I actually, I ordered some Superman swag. So I don't know if everyone knows who Superman is, Crow Agency, but he'll be our guest tomorrow. So I thought it'd be fun to give away some of his swag. And so I ordered a bunch of his stuff like sweaters and T-shirts for men and females. And so I ordered a lot of swag 2 weeks ago, and it barely shipped on Tuesday. So it doesn't matter how famous you get, especially as a native person, you'll always run on Indian time. So as amazing, you can be on MTV everywhere, it doesn't matter, you're still going to send your swag late. So Superman is up to that. So that's all right. But I ordered it. I just don't have it with me, but we'll still be able to give away some stuff. So I'm not sure how to do that. Whoever wins, just send me your address or put it on the chat if you don't mind. If not, you can just email WJEF is it WJF. Whatever the email was, someone put it.
WJEF@crew.org.
There you go, WJEF@crew.org. So send your address there, and we'll make sure you get your swag. So if a girl wins, I'll send you the girl style T-shirt. If you're a guy, I'll send you the XXX. So hopefully it'll fit for you, so you can wear it for yourself. And so I'm actually going to ask kind of a trivia question. So the way it'll work is I'll ask the question, and then you just write your answer on the chat. So calm down on the chat real quick so we can find our winner. So, and this is for students only. So if you're a guest or a staff, you're X, you're done. So Hilary or Rashawn, you guys can't win. So this is for students only. So you're going to have to type the answer quickly on the chat, and the first one who gets it right on the top will win a Superman T-shirt or maybe a sweater, whichever I decide. And so, so don't yell out the answers because you're all muted. So no one's going to hear what you have to say. So just as a fun warm-up question, I'm gonna ask Hilary and Rashawn only.
What? So, wait, but I'm not winning swag?
Yeah, no, this is for fun. So where's Rashawn? Rashawn, you there?
Answering questions for 0 swag.
He's probably
I'm in the crowd.
Oh, there you are. There you are. You ready, Rashawn?
Yes.
All right, so between Rashawn and Hilary, this is your question. Who makes the best fry bread?
Donnie does.
Mark Charles.
Mark Charles. Yeah, I think Mark.
I should have said Renee Begay.
Yeah, she makes great fry bread. Yeah, so I think one year I think I'll just go against Mark. We'll go one-on-one. So we'll see. We'll finally settle the answer who makes the better fry bread. But notice we're both Navajo, so we can all agree Navajos make the best fry bread, right? So the undisputable fact, right?
Donnie.
No.
Begay.
Only one. Mute yourselves.
I have to agree with you, Donnie, because I have Charlotte Davis here. Remember, she's Navajo.
There you go.
Awesome fry bread.
Okay, so see, right, even all the way to Alaska, you guys. So Alaska, that you only get one vote for who makes the best fry bread. And Sylvia,
Arlene,
it's Navajo people. I'm so
Arlene.
Sorry. And Arlene, yes, someone's Arlene makes the best fry bread. Also can cut them in half too. So next year, me and Mark one-on-one, I'll take them down.
Bring in Arlene.
So
there's too much flour.
There's too, I gotta make less sticky dough. All right, so you guys ready to win some swag? Let me, okay, so calm down on the chat real quick. All right, so for students only, this is your question. Remember, first right answer wins. Okay, you guys ready? Get your hands ready on the keyboard. And if you misspell it, you're gonna lose too. Or what do you guys think? If you misspell it, it's not a hard word to write, but what do you think, Rashawn or Hilary?
Does spelling count?
Yeah, well, what do you guys think?
Spelling and
it really depends on how bad it is.
Yeah, okay. If we can figure it out, then we'll say it's okay. All right, you guys ready? All right, so this is your question for students. Wait, where is it? Just kidding. Where did WJEF take place in 2013?
Oh, I know. Can I participate, Donnie?
No. Nope, not Haskell, not Wisconsin,
man, these
not
people are
somewhere.
Come on, folks.
I like that answer.
Dig deep. Jasper, you know this answer.
No, not Arizona, not Fort
Jasper
Y'all, come on, y'all.
There we go.
Boom, Elena
T, Yakima Nation. So we were way up in Yakima, Washington in 2013. So all right. So yeah. Do you know that person? The winner?
We've got a Yakima on this.
Yeah.
Where are you, Jasper? Give us a shout out.
All right. So good job. We'll have more.
think I could answer. Sorry.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll have more. There'll be more opportunities. So maybe in my diner tonight, we'll do another. I'll give away some more swag during that time. So yeah, thank you guys for participating. But yeah, in 2013, we were in Yakima Nation. The year before that, 2012, was the very first WJEF in Fort Defiance, Arizona, and Window Rock, Arizona. That was the very first one. And how it started was because I work with Nations and some of the other staff, or some other people work with InterVarsity, and so we put on a conference for Native students like you guys. And I think we both invited Mark Charles to come speak, and Mark Charles was the one who said, why don't you guys just combine, your talents and your speaking abilities and everything and just make one conference? And so we've been doing that since 2012. And I've been the MC of every WJEF, and I still haven't gotten paid. So waiting for all my back pay. Talk about, what is that thing called? The hardship relief fund. I need hardship relief fund from all my emceeing for all these years. I still haven't gotten anything. I'll take fish from Alaska. I'll take,
the checks in the mail, Donnie.
From up north, I'll take anything. I just need something. So yeah, hardship right here. That's the face poster child right there. So we did Yakima that year, and then we went to Fond du Lac, and then Haskell Indian Nations. Any alumni from Haskell? Yeah, so we visited you guys a couple of years ago, and then 2017 we headed all up to Anchorage, Alaska, which was a lot of fun. It was cold, but we had a good time, and it seemed like we kept going up north and freezing our butts off. So last year we finally put it someplace warm in Phoenix, Arizona, and it was a great time for all of us to gather in a warm place, and we all got to go out and do a lot of fun stuff during that time. And so,
Donnie, I hugged a cactus.
You have to what?
I hugged a cactus. I'd never done that before.
Oh, you hugged a cactus.
That's all I remember from last WJEF is hugging the cactus, because I couldn't.
We didn't tell her.
I was in a lot of pain afterwards.
We didn't encourage that or tell her to do that. So that's on your own, right there. But for WJEF, WJEF Fri, this is really just a space for us to meet up with old friends, to sit at the feet of the elders who taken time out of their busy day to teach us and to sing songs and to dance, share our stories and our culture, and to talk about Jesus and if he really would eat fry bread. And the question always seems to evolve year after year. It went from, yes, he would sit down with this, diabetic dough just to be with us. Then I started asking, whose fry bread would Jesus like best? And it's Navajo, of course. And then last year I was asking, how would Jesus eat it? Like, would he eat it, crumble it up like the little kids do? Or would he slap some honey on there, or just add a little bit of salt? I don't know how would he eat it as a Jewish man who walked on this earth from heaven? Like, how would he eat his fry bread? And so this space is just for asking questions just like that, to be able to engage and to say hi to your elders and to ask them questions, to see friends and have a small group time to just talk about faith and worship and religion and Jesus, and maybe even actually have a good recipe for dough, because you guys' dough is probably too sticky, right? You have a hand and you can't even unclasp your hand. So that's what WJEF is for. Thank you guys for being here again. And I believe we have a break now for 15 minutes. So get up and, stretch, grab some coffee, or if it's still light outside, run around the block or something. And we'll be back here in 15 minutes. Thank you guys. Or 10 minutes. I'm sorry, 10-minute break, 10-minute break. Someone put it on the chat. 10 minutes. So at about 6:50 my time, 7:50 Central, 8:50 Eastern. Come back. Thank you guys.
It said 15. He said 10.
Yes, 10 minutes. Sorry, 10 minutes. That was my mistake. 10 minutes. Someone texted me 10 minutes from the producers. So, yeah, 10 minutes.
Is that 10 minutes Indian time or what?
Yeah, depending on what kind of Indian you are. 10 minutes, 12.
Well,
to make some fry bread, maybe take a 20-minute break. But if anyone makes fry bread, make sure you show us a picture of it. We all want to. We're Indian, so we judge each other. So we want to see the color and the texture and the how it tastes.
Hey, Begay.
Those are pretty fun games. I didn't know you could do that. See, our producers, our production team, they're amazing. They're behind the scenes and they're going crazy. Usually in person, it's like we're all running around going crazy. And as the MC, people run up to me 2 seconds before I go up to do announcements. So it's kind of nice. Like no one can do that to me during this time. So that's actually really helpful. All right. So I still see a lot of empty spaces. So maybe producers unmute everyone so they can scream. So now everybody they can call back everybody to the screen. That'd be cool. Hey, John Grant, calling you out.
Hi, Johnny.
Guys, how's it going?
Good. How was golf this morning?
Oh, it was actually pretty good. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I played with two older gentlemen. Yeah, it was good. It's good to walk. Like I walked at least 6 miles. So it's kind of nice to get a good workout in and work on my games. So yeah, I missed you out there today. So
yeah, soon.
Maybe next week.
Yeah.
If you're not busy. Hey, CJ. Oh, CJ too. He ducked out today. Yeah, too busy. Like you guys are younger than me. You guys should have all the energy in the world. Come on, Cedric.
No comment.
No comment means I don't have a good excuse. Good enough to share on the call. Cedric, were you in Fort Defiance when we had this in WJEF, or were you still like in grade school?
No, the first one I went to was in Haskell.
Haskell, that was 16, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, were you in college or were you in
Yeah, I think I was a sophomore in college.
Okay. Wow. Which college you go to?
The New Mexico Institute of Mining and Technology. I don't think anyone.
Los Alamos, or is that?
That's New Mexico Tech in Socorro, New Mexico.
Oh, so yeah, I knew that. It sounds like it. Most people call it New Mexico Tech. So I guess you have to say it your way, right? That's the proper way to say it. Yeah. So yeah, don't say New Mexico Tech. How do you say it again? New Mexico.
The New Mexico Institute of Mining and Technology.
Now you work in ministry. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, I went to New Mexico State, the New Mexico State University, down in Las Cruces. So yeah, majored in business. So yeah, it was okay. I graduated a long time ago. I won't say when, but yeah, that's where we went to college a long time ago, and then then ended up going to college again. Master's from it used to be called George Fox University, Quaker College, but that's where Randy taught. So Randy was my TA all those years, and now it's called Portland Seminary. So yeah, good old schools. So someone said I'm telling dad jokes. I'm like, yeah, well, of course I'm a dad. So how else am I supposed to tell jokes? Like if you're a bad person, I guess they're bad jokes. Or if you're a good person, they're still bad jokes because good people don't tell good jokes, right, Cedric?
Yeah,
because they had to have lived life to be able to share.
Only mediocre people tell good jokes.
Only mediocre people tell good jokes. Yeah, so I'm a dad. Of course, there are dad jokes. I have kids, so they're obviously dad jokes. What else could they be? Navajo jokes? Well, actually, those are real too. But I think those are more funnier in Navajo. Isn't that right, Cedric? Like just some jokes. If you say it in English, it doesn't make sense. But when they say it in Navajo, it brings some dynamic into the equation. And I wish I could say them in Navajo, but then not everyone understand either. But still, I don't know. Just like I remember I was watching. Have you watched Star Wars in Navajo?
Yeah, I watched it with my grandma.
Yeah, so I was watching it with my parents, and I could track along, not real well, but the part where CP30 in Navajo, he says he fell, and the way he described it and said it was just hilarious. And it wasn't even supposed to be funny. but because he said it in Navajo, oh, it was just hilarious how he said like he just fell, and it was just my mom was cracking up like crazy.
I also watched Finding Nemo in Navajo. And
oh yeah, that one's funny too.
The part where the little squid said, "You made me ink." So for those of you non-Dene people, the way you say urinate is slidgy.
Yeah, Ishlij.
Slidge. So it was all saying, I peed.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I love those language jokes. They're hilarious.